The book I decided to choose for today is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. This was first published in Brazil in 1988 in Portuguese, then later translated to English in 1993. This particular edition is enclosed in a slipcase and is classified as a hardcover book. Here are the front and rear boards of the book, and this is the spine or backbone that holds the entirety of the book together. Turning the book to the side, you'll see that the foredge of the book shows that the block, which is classified as this bunch of pages, has been cut to start just after the boards of the book. When you open the book, you can see that the paste down and free end papers, both in the beginning and the end, are an illustration of a map of the Great Desert. This is an important location in the actual story being told in the book. If you go back to the front and start turning the pages, you'll find a half title page, followed by the copyright page, followed by the actual title page itself. In this particular edition, you'll also see the name of the translator as well as the illustrator in this book. If you turn back to the end of the book, you'll find that this has also included a list of Paulo's other works, as well as a mini biography of the author himself. Throughout this book, you'll find several plates and cuts. This made my particular reading experience very unique, as I had not actually read a book associated with visuals since I was pretty much in primary school, unless of course you count comic books. This particular edition is a gift edition published on the 2nd of May 2006 by HarperCollins. Turning back to the title page, you'll see that the translator of this edition is Alan R. Clark and the illustrator is James Noel Smith. This information is also listed on the copyright page. If you inspect my book in particular, you'll find that the joint and the hinges are in near perfect condition. You will not find any folds on the leaves or any underlines or foreign markings of any sort. I often compare my copy with my friend's copy of this book. She does not have this version in this edition in particular, however has underlined and dog-eared all her favourite quotes and pages, and you'll find very obvious signs of wear and tear near her hinges. I value the book as an object. I believe all books should be treated with uttermost care and attempt to preserve all mine in their original state as much as I possibly can. As a reader, I have read this book multiple times in high school. That's where I first fell in love. I bought this particular edition in 2018 from one of my favourite bookshops. I had actually come across it while looking in the classics section for a different book and fell in love with the presentation of this one instantly. It made me instantly feel like reading it again, and I actually had stayed up that night and finished it all in one go. I have read it a few other times since. I actually keep it stored on my bookshelf alongside my other favourite hardback classics, such as the works of the Bronte sisters and Jane Austen. I instantly recommend this book to anyone it comes up with in conversation. However, I would never let anyone borrow this copy or any of my books in particular, because I don't trust that they would take the care and precaution that I do with my books to keep them in the condition they are in. This book has actually been very well received on an international scale. It's actually classified currently as the world's most translated book by any living author, with it being available in over 80 languages and has sold over 65 million copies worldwide. It's available in a range of formats including hardback, paperback, ebook and Kindle, and has won 4 literary awards in its time. But what I did find interesting is, while I've heard and read that it's loved internationally and love it myself, upon doing further research on it online and reading reviews from other readers, I was actually shocked to find that not every reader has the same experience and enthusiasm as I do. A lot of readers did not see that the overall message of the book was enlightening and as hopeful as I did. This made me realise that each person actually perceives books in their own way and has a different experience with stories and books and treat them very much differently. This did not affect my experience once I had read those. I still love this book very much. It's actually on my top 5 list of all the books that I own, and this is why I actually chose it for today. So that was The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho.